Hello ladies and gentlemen of the StarCraft Nation, Zoya here from the Starcraftsquad, bringing you today User Submitted Replay Episode 2. Today we're going to have a TvP spawning in the bottom as the Blue Terran is Gevand. He is our user submitter, he's the player we're going to be watching and trying to figure out what he can do to improve on. And in the top is H Smoke. He is the guy we want to lose, he's the guy we are cheering against. We want him to be booed. So we're going to just go ahead, swap the vision to Gevand. We're not going to have player cam on, but we're just going to be watching Gevand, seeing what he's doing. And we're going to be trying to figure out what he can do. Now, I know a lot of you think, well, since this guy's Terran, what can why should I watch this? What can I do to, like, why would I get anything from Terran when I play Protoss or Zerg? Well, a lot of the errors that people have are just simple macro/mechanical errors that transfer to all three races, and there's a lot that can be changed on. So we have a really early scout here from Gevand, an 11 scout going on right now. I prefer, if you're gonna scout, I prefer to scout after your supply depot is done. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter that much, but that just seems like a really quick scout to me. Nothing really detrimental can happen that early in TvP. Throwing your barracks down. Now, the first thing I notice is you're not walling off. It's not necessary to wall off in Terran versus Protoss. It's really not at all. It's not even a bad thing that you didn't wall off. However, I'd like to state that if you do happen to wall off, not with the barracks, but you use 3 supply depots, it can help you against such things as a 4-gate all-in or just a void ray all-in, any form of cheese. It's helpful if you have the 3 depots there to raise and lower. So just a little thing I can say to you. Now, you're not getting a gas right now. This is really interesting. Gasless expands are very scary against Protoss for many reasons. So is this just a choice on your part to not get the gas and you're doing a quick expand? Or have you just forgotten? We're going to have to find that out soon. Now, your scouting is based right now. Let's see the path you take. Let's see how you react to what you see. Because right now you only have an orbital, a depot, and a marine being built. So right now you're scouting. You didn't go check to scout the second gas yet. You really need to do that. He doesn't have an orbital yet, or a cybernetics core. So how should you be reacting to this? He has no cybernetics core. He has 1 gas. How should you be reacting to this? Well, the best thing to do in this situation would be to expand and throw down a bunker, because he is either cheesing you or is just bad. So right now you're scouting. You're just now seeing the cybernetics core. So right now you know he's really behind on his tech tree. He should have had it a long time ago. Now, what are you doing in your base, though? You are just now expanding. You could have expanded a long time ago. You had over 400 minerals for quite a while right now. So make sure you just expand as quickly as possible. You need to be constantly producing these marines. So what you're doing, you're kind of queuing them up. Try not to do that. You want to improve. Oh, I'm getting some really bad lag right now. Hopefully this FPS stops. If it does, I'm going to pause the replay and record in a little bit again. But yeah, we're going to do that real quick. Pausing. Okay, hopefully the lag is gone. It seems like it is. I had no clue where my train of thought was when I quit. Oh yeah, because you don't want to be queuing up units. Oh, good micro here, pulling back that marine. Chasing that zealot down would be a great idea. It doesn't look like you're going to be able to catch him. Now, the reason you don't queue up marines is you want to keep up your quick like APM macroing. You want to just be able to, right when that first marine finishes, you want to be building another one. You be constantly tapping AAA. So Zealot comes back in. You got good micro here, killing him, not losing a single marine. You're throwing on 3 barracks right here. That's a little odd positioning right now because you're not going to be able to put any add-ons here. So, you know, you always need to be careful of your add-ons. You know, people, I used to just throw add-on buildings anywhere. But SimCitying is really actually something that's very important to do. So you want to do that. Right now you're sitting on a lot of minerals. You're sitting on 530. You still haven't started mining gas. So you want to get those gases really quickly. You're playing against a Protoss player. Alright, they're going to have Stalkers. They're going to have Immortals. They're going to have Colossus. Everything you need against Protoss, you need gas for. And you still haven't started mining gas. And you're not really in a threatened position right now. You saw how behind he was on tech. You have the Zelnaga Tower, so you're going to know if a 4-gate cheese is coming. You're pretty much just in a good position right now. You do have the 2 bunkers going down, which is a great decision. I agree completely with that. Now, your expansion's done. You haven't transferred SVEs yet. You're still not mining gas. You can imagine how, when you're doing a fast expand like this, having just 1 Marauder can change the difference of the entire battle. You really need to get this gas a lot quicker. I mean, you're at the almost 7-minute mark and you're not mining any gas. That is that's just scary bad. You really need the gas a lot quicker. So you're finally getting your first gas, second gas. See if he gets his third and fourth. And here I go with the lag again. This is retardedly bad. So I'm going to pause recording. I'm going to see what's going on right now. It's causing my computer to be this terrible. Alright, if this lag happens again, I'm just going to restart the whole recording because this is very unprofessional and very, very disgustingly bad to just have to watch this kind of FPS. So anyways, you definitely need that gas a lot quicker. I mean, especially with how heavy people are going high Templar now, and you have 2 idle SCVs right now. Make sure you're not doing that. We're getting kind of close to supply blocking yourself, so building another supply depot is good. I like the engineering bay. Could have been a little bit quicker. You don't know what kind of tech he's going. I mean, you haven't even scanned the base. You have no clue what kind of tech he's going. You haven't tried sending an SCV up there. Just now sending a Marine up there to scout what's going on. You don't know if he's one base all-inning you. So you either need to scan a lot sooner or scout a lot sooner. Now, this engineering bay is going to be serving a key purpose. You need to get that turret down. You don't know if he's got observers over your base. You don't know if he's got DTs on the way. And getting caught off guard by DTs is probably the worst way to lose. So you're finally putting down a tech lab here, you're getting your first one down, and because of the way you built those bunkers, you have to place these oddly. Now you, looks like you're finally scouting up here. What do you see? What do you see? Okay, you see that he's just now expanding, and you see sentries. So sentries really rule out any threat of Dark Templar like that. Maybe not in the higher level league at this time, they could probably pull it off, but at your level, that pretty much rules out Dark Templar. Now you're getting stim. I'd like to see you getting concussive shell. You're going to need the Marauders. You're still producing Marines right now. Well, Marauders are so good. They're just ridiculous. They're ridiculous. So start producing Marauders right now. You need to get that combat shield. You need to get that concussive shell. You are researching combat shield now, but you're still just producing Marines. Marauders are 10 times better. Now you're getting that double gas going. I'd like to see you get a factory soon. I'd like to see you get a Ghost Academy. EMP is just amazing. You're sitting on slightly over 400 minerals consistently. You would just supply block yourself pretty hard. But there you go, that turret did see the observer, so now you know he's got Robotech. You haven't scouted that. You did not see any type of Robo units up here. So now that you saw that observer, you know he's gone Robotech. Now, I'd like to see you take a third right now, but you're just throwing down factories. You're really supply blocking yourself here. I'd like to see you get some more upgrades. You have two engineering bays here. You have +1 weapons almost done. You can afford +1 armor, so go ahead and get that. There you go, getting it. Getting another barracks, another factory. You have 4 guys in this gas. Make sure you always check your gas. Make sure you're not putting way too many in there. You're starting to get Marauders now. That's good. Really need you to get concussive shell. Concussive shell is just disgustingly amazing.
This better be good.
Factory's almost done. So as soon as that factory is done, you want to get a starport and an armory so you can get those armor upgrades real quick. You can't invest into 2 engineering bays without getting the armory. You just really need to get that. So there's a starport going down. Tech lab going on. Canceling putting in the reactor, so you are getting the reactor with starport. And right now, you're just not scouting at all. You see these stalkers coming to the Zelnaga Tower. You saw that. You probably could have gotten that SCV out of here. Saving every unit is the best thing you can do. And you're not... So you have done a scan. You see the robo. I'm assuming this is a robotics bay. Okay, so you know he's going Colossus. So back to Gevand's vision. You know what kind of tech he's going. Here's another scan. You see the Immortals. You see this not fearsome army. You click on his units. He has no upgrades. So right now your armory that you're building is going to be really helpful. He's not getting any upgrades, which is great. Now you need to transfer that starport a lot quicker. You saw the Colossus. You didn't see any on the field yet. He hasn't made any yet. Ooh, that's a little bit off on your positioning. There, you need to fix that. There you go. You did. But you need to get those Vikings out quick. Getting caught off guard by Colossus or High Templar is the worst thing they can do. So you don't really need the Ghost Academy yet. You saw what kind of tech he was going. So right now, you're fine. This would be the best time to be taking a 4th, though. You're sitting on a lot of minerals. Just stop production for 2 seconds. Get that 4th going. You're sitting at 114 food. Now you have the armory finished. You need to start getting those upgrades. You need to get +2/+2 started immediately. You saw how ahead you were on upgrades. Why don't you keep being ahead? Now you do have a Warp Prism drop in your main. You saw that on the minimap. You immediately pull your SCVs away. You didn't lose a single one. great from your part. Now look at how your units have to walk because you place these bunkers, or these barracks. This is why it's called sim citying yourself. It's really, you need to be really careful when you do stuff like that. Because you're just delaying yourself. Now will the war prism go down? Yes, you did get it. Excellent. You have 2 medevacs. You need to be producing Vikings now, though. Those Vikings are really important. Factory you're scouting with. I love this choice. You're not going to be using it at all. You've invested so much into this going engineering bay, and now you don't really have the need for factory units. I really want you to expand again. There you go. You are expanding. Would have liked to have seen that 2 minutes earlier. You need to get these upgrades going. You built the armory. Why did you build the upper armory? You haven't used it yet. You're not using it. So there you go. You're finally getting these upgrades. You're like doing them right after I making it seem like I watched it beforehand, but I didn't, guys. Don't worry. I don't pre-watch stuff. That's just gross. And right now you're not producing any Vikings. You saw the Colossus. You're gonna lose to his Colossus if you don't produce them. Now let's pause real quick. Go to everyone vision. Okay, so this factory scout just did a lot for us. We saw that he's expanding as well, so it's good that we're expanding. But how many Colossus does this guy have? 2. Does he have any more? 2. Okay, so he's just really bad. He could have had 3 or 4 by this point. And 3 or 4 Colossus, when you have 0 Vikings, is a scary thing to deal with. He is getting his +1/+1 now, so if you say you would have started your +2/+2 when I told you to start it, you would have had +2/+2 by now, and be engaging a 0-0 army with +2/+2 infantry, and that is just screaming, LOL, I'm gonna win. So right now the food count's 127 to 115, income tab's 51 to 62. It is kind of normal for a Terran player to be behind. You aren't producing SCVs constantly. You need to constantly produce SCVs until you hit about 80. You just need to constantly be producing them. You want that high SCV count. You want your economy as booming as possible. You just need it. You are supply blocking yourself again. You've done this several times. You need to constantly be building supply depots throughout the game, just like SUVs. It's like Day 9 says, probes and pylons, supply depots, SUVs, drones, overlords. You need the economy and you need the food. Expansion's finished. Like to see you morph that into something. I don't think this spot's necessary on this map for a planetary fortress, so orbital command would be preferred. And right now you moved out with this huge force, but you're not doing anything with it. Are you waiting on 2-2? You're getting him a chance, more Colossus, and you're not producing any Vikings. Look at all these units you have here, all these Vikings or medevacs you have here. Factory sitting over this base. Don't know why you stopped it here. Would have liked to go scout, suicide in the base. Now you have stalkers coming to kill you. And now you see the Colossus. He's got 3. You can see. You have 0
base is under attack.
Vikings. So right now you don't need to engage this yet. You need to wait for your drop to swing around. You're going to try and do a pronged attack with your drops. And right now this is the first drop you've done. You've had medevacs for quite a while now. The moment your first medevac hits on the field, you should be dropping. So now you're stimming forward. That's way preemptive. And right now you're trying to engage this force. There's a lot of Colossus here. He's got 3 Colossus. You have no Vikings. And look how he's eating you up. You didn't wait for +2/+2. It's finishing in 1 second. You just now got +2/+2. You wasted that. Your drop is not doing what it should be. You should have terribly timed attack. There were so many things wrong with that attack. Let's pause and go over all of them. There is a reason why it's called a timing attack. You time the attack for when something is going to be finished. That's why it's called a timing attack. You wait for that time to come and then you attack at that time. You had +2/+2. That was one timing attack that you missed. You could have gone, as soon as that finished, you would have had a whole upgrade advantage on him. You only had to wait 20 seconds for that. And while you're waiting for the timing of your drop. You were doing a +2/+2 drop while pushing with a big force. Why did you engage without +2/+2? Now another horrible thing with that push is, why haven't you been making Vikings? Oh my god. You should have had Vikings. You could have easily crushed them at this point. Now, from everything we scouted, we should have known we should have won that engagement. Now, +2/+2 is finished. You need to start +3/+3 right now. That's your advantage you have. You're down in army count now. You're sitting on 1,200 minerals, 1,000 gas. Take your 4th. Whether you want to take the gold, whether you want to take right here or right here, it doesn't matter. You need to take a 4th base. Now let's go back into the game. You are dropping the main. You're stimming. Like to see you snipe something here, but you're just going to sit here, pick up immediately, get these Marines out of here. You definitely could have killed that Colossus, because if we go to everyone's vision, it was alone for a couple seconds. You probably could have sniped that Colossus because he was getting a little antsy. Now you're pushing again over here at the small force, but there's really no point to do this. I mean, you can try and snipe this Nexus. Hopefully you can get it before it dies. You have probes transferring. Hopefully you can get the Nexus, get the Nexus, get the Nexus. And maybe this was a good push. Okay, good job. So, oh no, finish the Nexus. Okay. Alright, now get the hell out of there. Don't engage this force. You're throwing away this army right now. It's all you've got for the most part. You just lost a lot of units. You need to get out of there immediately. You should have lifted off. You should have ran. And right now you see the Colossus count, man. He's up to 4. He should have 2 now. Or actually 1 now because you would have killed the other 3. Your Viking count is extremely low. You need to be building another starport. Look how many Vikings you have queued up. I'm glad you're canceling them. Cancel that medevac. He is throwing down another starport. Good, good, good. But we really, really need you to be getting this +3/+3. It's your advantage. It's the only thing you have. Is your upgrade advantage right now. You need to be pushing out these upgrades. You need to start that +3/+3 a lot sooner. This is the time to get a Ghost Academy. This is the time to expand. You need to be getting this 4th base going. You should be going on to your 5th base. So you're now starting +3/+3. Should have been started as soon as +2/+2 ended. If you're going to go double engineering bay and armory, your main focus should be getting out those upgrades. Right now, you keep producing medevacs. You don't need medevacs right now. You need the Vikings. He's going heavy Colossus right now. What did your drops? What did you scout? You just scouted High Templar. Where's the Ghost Academy? You're throwing down 2 more barracks, but where's the Ghost Academy? Where is your Ghost Academy? There is none. You still have this drop up here. Please don't forget about this drop. We're going to be keeping on this drop. He has taken the gold base. Okay, we did scout that. Good Zelnaga tower grab. You know he's trying to take the gold base. We need a Ghost Academy, though. You're taking your 4th. That is so good. You stim so early. Why did you stim so early? Now you have to engage against this force, and your stim's already halfway done. You're trying to focus fire down the Colossus with your bio ball. You lost so many units there. That was such a terrible push. Why did you do that? And you lift up half your units in here. You are dropping the main, though. Good choice here. I like that you're dropping the main. You did not forget that. But you wasted so much of your stim. You wasted all your entire force. You can't engage an army like that. When they have that many Colossus, you need a lot of Vikings before you can engage, and you need to be kiting with your bio units, picking off the Colossus with your Vikings. Where's your Ghost Academy? You just saw the High Templar. You see them right now. You see the High Templar. Where's your Ghost Academy? We need a Ghost Academy. Right now you have 2 starports pumping out nothing. Where are the Vikings? Where are the Vikings? You're only producing 2 Vikings right now. You're not supply blocked. You have plenty of gas. Why are you only producing 2 Vikings? You could be producing 4 Vikings. We need a lot more Vikings right now. 4th is being taken. Still no Ghost Academy. You see the High Templar. They're going to be Storms. There's going to be Archons. No, what did you do in this? You killed a couple of photon cannons. You didn't really do anything else. No, income tab shows 63 to 62. You're almost to where you're safe. But right now you got the gold base, and you're still on 3 bases, about to take a 4th. You really need to take another base. We need the Ghost Academy. Look. We can see it from the production tab, the guy's building Archons. We don't know that for sure, but we saw the High Templar. We need the Ghost. EMP, guys. EMP. That's why people cry so much about it, is because it's so powerful. Now, we do have this big death ball coming at you. We've got we have 1 Storm ready, 1 Colossus here, and you stim early. I heard the stim early. Why are you stim early? Why are you engaging like this? At this point, you have such a huge supply lead. You're up 166 to 127, and you're going to lose this fight.
Upgrade complete.
What is this guy doing? Why is his supply so low? Why? You just have such a high production that you're, able to just reinforce so quickly. But this guy should have been crushing you at this point. Here comes some charge lots here. You're not re-stimming. You need to get a re-stim now. Your stutter step's a little off. You need to get that little metronome timing going down for the stutter step. Still need to re-stim. You got a drop going on right here at the gold, killing lots and lots of probes. Your food count, 158 to 71. So it looks like you're going to win this game, surprisingly. But if this was against a competent Protoss, I don't see how there's like no way you should have won this game in the slightest. There's like, I don't see how. I mean, I know I'm being a little harsh right now, but there's so many things that you could have done differently. Now, you do have 3-3 right now, so that might actually be why you crushed him. I believe he's still 1-1. find where his army
Mineral
is. Let's
field.
get a everyone cam going here. Yeah, he's 1-0. Oh no, he's 1-1. He's 1-1. Okay. So let's go back to Gevand's vision. He's slowly dropping into the main here. We're going to try and end the game at this point. You need to get all your drops going though, buddy. You still have units in here. You got these Vikings on the ground. So the food count right now speaks wonders. It's 80 to 183. Wish it was 800. You got this. Why do you do these stim pushes so fast? You stim when you get there. You don't stim to run across the map quickly. I don't understand why you keep doing this. Quit doing that. That is like disgusting. Ugh. So right at this point, you've pretty much won. You have Colossus. You have plenty of Archons. That stutter step is terrible. You don't run into Archons, Colossus, and High Templar. You stutter step away from them. You kite them. That was just. You need to work on your attacks. You need to work on your timings. But for the most part, I mean, good job. You won the game. There's the GG. He leaves. So, quick recap of everything that could have been done differently here in this game before we say goodbye. You got your gases really late. Make sure you need your gases quicker than that. You can get them just a little bit quicker. I know you're afraid of the 4-gate or Void Ray all in, so you're trying to pump out as many Marines as possible, which is fine. But you need to get the gas going. You need to get those concussive shells. You need to get the stim. A lot of SCVs sitting here. Probably could have transferred them elsewhere, like say right here, or to a 5th base, which you should have had. Your expansion was a little bit off. Your first expansion, you built it at about 700 minerals. Get that just a little quicker. When you're going armory, when you go double engineering bay, you don't go double forge and then not get upgrades. You go double engineering bay, you invest in the armory, and you get these upgrades out as quick as possible. And then the worst thing I saw with this game was that first push. The timing attack was terrible. You need to get that +2/+2, and you need to time it with the drop. You don't want to time +2/+2 to arrive in the middle of a battle. You have to arrive right before the battle begins. So just work on these little things I've said throughout the video. Thank you for submitting, Gevand. I know I'm really harsh in these videos, but sorry. You're going to have to deal with it. Make sure you guys subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Starcraftsquad. Thank you guys for watching. If you're interested in submit me your replays to starcraftsquad@gmail.com. In the email, you need to describe what's going on in the game if you want me to cast. I'm not going to just blindly cast the game. I just need a little brief overview. I need to know what you're looking to improve on. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.